clearly,
Yes.
the court refused your request. Tell us more.
Oh, well, the court, first of all, said it has jurisdiction to hear the matter. We satisfied the conditions in respect of the grant of, of Madam's application. However, it has a discretion. And so it will choose to exercise its discretion not to grant it on good grounds. One was the fact that there is a pending application. There are two suits at the Supreme Court. One is challenging the constitutionality of the bill. And so the court would want to wait for the Supreme Court to deal with the constitutional matter that is pending before it can make any further pronouncement. We will apply for the ruling. I said I am a bit satisfied that yes, the court says it has jurisdiction. We have met the grant of the certiorari. However, of the mandamus. However, it will not grant it because it is a discretionary remedy, and so it will choose to exercise its discretion in respect of waiting for the determination of the Supreme Court matters. It gives us grounds for possible appeal, and I want to get a certified true copy of but I have every indication from my client that we will probably have to go to the Court of Appeal, because if we meet the criteria for granting the remedy and we have satisfied the necessary requirements, the discretion, I believe, should be exercised in favor of the Constitution and not wait for the Supreme Court to deal with a matter that it has not yet dealt with. What we have is a life matter. And until the Supreme Court deals with that matter, the High Court has jurisdiction to deal with the matter. And so if the court had jurisdiction to deal with the matter, I didn't see why the court would not choose to exercise its discretion in favor of a life matter. But the court has exercised its jurisdiction. We are grateful to the court for its ruling, but we are likely to go on appeal to the Court of Appeal.
One of the things that the court said was that the processes being challenged are constitutional matter.
Yes.
And therefore require the Supreme Court to make a pronouncement before, if anything else. That is why the discretion.
Yes, so you see, the thing is this. The arguments from the Attorney General's office was two or threefold. One, that the court didn't have jurisdiction because the matters were before the Supreme Court. We literally dealt with the issue of whether the court has jurisdiction. The court itself, from the ruling, even though we don't have a certified true copy, from what you heard from the court, said we had satisfied the conditions for the grant of Mandamu's application. And yet, because it has a discretion, you understand, the court has the right, even when you have met the legal requirement, to say that it will not grant it for good reason. Now, it is for us to look at the good reason that the court is giving, that there's a pending suit at the Supreme Court. We say that what is in the Supreme Court has to do with the constitutionality or otherwise of the matter. It has nothing to do with the Mandamus application. So we believe that we have a good ground for taking this matter to the Court of Appeal within the shortest possible time. So we will get a copy of the ruling and take it to the Court of Appeal. We all will wait for the Supreme Court to deal with the matter, but we believe that the lower courts can still deal with the matter irrespective of what is happening in the Supreme Court. At least the court was clear in its mind that it had jurisdiction. We had met the requirements for the grant of a mandamus. However, it will not grant it because it has a discretion not to do so. For me, that is enough grounds for us to go on appeal.
Okay.